Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 5th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Tuesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Tuesday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Tropical Depression 13, which will become Tropical Storm lead. Should be later today or either on Wednesday. Also, we're going to take a look at Invest 96L, which is just moving off the African coast. Also, we're going to take a look at the Watches, Warning, Advisory map for your location across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar as well across the nation too. And also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, also for Wednesday and Thursday, as we do have some severe weather to talk about in those 3 days. Alright, if you're a new viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button today and you're in. You get my forecast twice per day. And like I said, don't forget to click this subscribe button before you leave this video. Alright, also like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as you can see here is Tropical Depression 13 starting to get a little better organized over the central and southern tropical Atlantic. Getting more and more convection around the center of rotation. A lot of convection blowing up around the center. Alright, this system here is expected to become a major hurricane as expected, just like I've been saying. Will it come to the possibility? Forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. This is the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Alright, 11 a.m. this morning. It's the center of the circulation of the storm. Should become a storm, like I said, later on tonight by 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. Still remains a tropical storm. Tropical storm status still. Become a hurricane on probably late Wednesday. Then remain a hurricane all the way through Friday a.m. Then it's going to become a major hurricane as it passes by the northern Leeward Islands and also heads towards the eastern Bermuda. East of the Bahamas, east of the Bahamas, computer models, let's take a look at them real quick. But before we do that, if you're plotting this storm at home, it's located near latitude 12.5 north, longitude 40.2 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 35 miles an hour with higher gusts, and movement is to the west northwest at 15 miles per hour. Right now, it's classified as tropical depression with wind less than 39 miles per hour. Alright, hopefully. Alright, as you can see, here's the center of the storm located right here. Still well going off to the west-northwest. We got one outlier here trying to move it to the more west, just north of the Dominican Republic and also Haiti Islands as well. But most of the computer model turns it to the north. Like I mentioned yesterday in a video yesterday, I'm expecting a cold front should be coming down. Expecting a cold front should be coming down from the east side of the across the east coast. That should steer this system out to sea. So that's what I'm looking at right now. If the front's a little slower, more westward jog it will go. But like I mentioned yesterday, most of the time, the stronger the storm is, the storms will turn off to the north and northeast. The weaker they are, the more they go west. But the stronger they is, they usually turn to the north. Sometimes they'll keep going straight, but most of the time, they will turn off to the north. So that's what I'm thinking that's going to happen to this storm. It's going to turn between the Bermuda, just like Franklin did. It looked like it may be kind of a Okay. All right. This is the GEFS ensembles. That's why they got this line here. This is the main line here. But like I say, we do have a few that wants to take it closer to the coast. As you can see here, I think there's Bermuda right there. Bermuda may get a grazing blow by Lee as well. I say I don't think they got the intensity guidance yet, do they? We're fixing to check it out and see. Check it out later. Sorry about the that's their doing. But anyway, you could take them located offshore. Another little tropical wave moving off the Atlantic coming up sometime this week. All right, now we're gonna take a look at some. We're gonna take a look at some computer model guidance of this system here. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna take a look at some information on this. We don't have the models yet, but we'll take a look at the GEF ensembles real quick. Alright, this is the center of the storm here, located right here. Continues to take it on off to the west, northwest. All the other spaghetti-o models is all over the place. Some won't take it to the northeast, some won't take it to the west, some won't take it to the north. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Alright, now, here's the intensity guidance of this storm here. Since we did not get a chance to see the other one, I guess he's working on that information there. But anyway, winds of about 20 knots here. Ramps it up to about a tropical storm status, anywhere from about 36 to 72 hours. And then takes it on up toward the Category 1 hurricane, at least around 156 to 168 hours out. So I would not be surprised to see this become a hurricane as well. If it do, like I said, it'll be named Margot. That's the next name on the hurricane list. Alright, well, let's take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map. That was your tropical update. So now we're going to take a look at your local forecast. Heat advisories extended from portions up here to New Hampshire, over toward Vermont, New York State, down toward portions of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia region, also down into Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C. vicinity as well. Also over here in portions of Wisconsin, also in the Minnesota, same down here in a portion of Oklahoma, much of Texas, also in the portion of Louisiana and southern Arkansas as well. Air quality alert down here in portions of the Atlanta metro area and surrounding areas, also in portions of Nebraska and also up into Minnesota. Same over here in portions of Wyoming, also Montana as well. We still have that dense smoke advisory over here in portions of Montana, special weather statements there as well for portion of Montana, also a portion of eastern South Dakota. Wind advisory is also in effect for South Dakota with a area river flood warning there as well. Same over here in North and South Carolina also. Air quality alert for portion of South California and also portion of Oregon as well. We still got that flood watch in effect. Wind advisory over portion of Alaska. Storm warning is also in effect for coastal areas of Alaska. The Hawaii and Chain Island looks a-okay. Alright, the weather radar across the nation. We're going to let it load up the precipitation across the board, and then we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see here, we got a cluster of showers and storms up here in South Canada, extending through portion of Minnesota, all the way down to southwestern Minnesota, western Minnesota as well. Also, we got more in North and South Dakota as well, some showers and storms there. A little bit over here in Nevada also. You get some shower storms in your area developing in that region. All right. We got more showers and storms standing in portions of Wisconsin, all the way down into Illinois, also down into Missouri as well, southern Illinois. We got some showers and storms also over here in portions of just around the Louisville, Kentucky area, also just east of Nashville, Tennessee, down just east of Atlanta. We got some more showers and storms also developing across Tennessee, northern Alabama, through much of Mississippi, portions of much of Louisiana, and eastern Texas as well. All right, let's move on down a little further. All right, as you can see, we got some showers and storms in the Gulf of Mexico, the Cuba and the Bahamas. Got a few showers just north of you guys in the Cuba region. A few over here in portions of the Bahamas. We got some in the Gulf of Mexico as well. All right, everything else looks pretty quiet at this time. All right, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center. This is the outlook for today. As you can see here, we got general thunderstorms over portions of Idaho, Nevada, and also Utah. Same up here in the Dakotas, all the way as far east as Michigan, all the way down to the Gulf Coast, all the way down to Louisiana, also into portions of Texas as well, southern Florida, Florida Keys. We have a marginal risk standing in portions of northern Texas, all the way into portions of Wisconsin, and also in Minnesota. Also a slight risk from Oklahoma all the way into portion of Missouri. Same up here in portion of Wisconsin and Minnesota. All right, as you can see here, we got a slight risk area. This includes Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Springfield, Missouri, Columbia, Missouri. Also, if you live in a marginal risk area, this includes Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, St. Louis, Missouri, Madison, Wisconsin, Aurora, Illinois, and Rockville, Illinois for today. All right, tornado probability. We got 2% up here in Wisconsin and also into Minnesota. This includes Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Duluth, Minnesota, Bloomington, Minnesota, and Plymouth, Minnesota. Tornado could spin up in any location. Winds, this is for damaging winds. We have 15% up here in portions of Minnesota and Wisconsin. Same in Missouri, also in Oklahoma. 5% in the brown from Texas all the way to Wisconsin and Minnesota as well. All right, if you live in Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Springfield, Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, 15% risk for damaging winds. Also, if you live in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, St. Louis, Missouri, Madison, Wisconsin, Aurora, Illinois, and Rockville, Illinois, 5% risk for damaging winds. Hail, this includes Texas all the way into portions of Wisconsin, also into Minnesota, 15% risk area there. All right, if you live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Duluth, Minnesota, Bloomington, Minnesota, Plymouth, Minnesota, 15% risk for large hail. Also, if you live in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Springfield, Missouri, Rapid City, getting tongue-tied, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and Norman, Oklahoma, 5% risk for large hail. All right, let's take a look at your Wednesday forecast now. Okay, it should be coming up here. Here we go. All right, we got general thunderstorm from New York State all the way over to Wisconsin, all the way down to Texas, also down to Alabama and the Panhandle of Florida, also along the southern Florida, Florida Panhandle. Florida Keys, excuse me. Also in Port of Montana and Idaho. We got a marginal risk standing from Michigan all the way down into Mississippi and also into Arkansas. This includes Detroit, Michigan, Indianapolis, Indiana, Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Toledo, Ohio. That's for severe weather on Wednesday. The tornado probability, less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds, 5%. This includes the same area, Detroit, Michigan, Indianapolis, Indiana, Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, and Toledo, Ohio, for 5% risk for damaging winds. Large hail, 5% here. This includes Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Louisville, Kentucky, Evansville, Indiana, and Clarksville, Tennessee. 5% risk for large hail on your Wednesday. All right, now let's wrap it up with day number 3, which will be your Thursday forecast from the Storm Prediction Center. Alright, we got general thunderstorm from Maine all the way down to the Florida Keys, all the way back to Louisiana, Texas, back to New Mexico and Arizona, all the way up into the Dakotas. Same over here in Idaho and Montana. We have a marginal risk over in Louisiana, also in Arkansas and in Oklahoma. Same for Virginia, all the way into New York State. Alright, if you live in Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, Rochester, New York, marginal risk for severe weather Thursday. Probability 5%. Same area, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, and Rochester, New York for severe weather on Wednesday. Well, hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. And we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful Tuesday afternoon, folks.